Today on Running to Him. God gives us object lessons so we can remember Him. Today's reading is Exodus chapter 25, verses 10 through 30, and we'll be concentrating on verses 28 through 30. Exodus 25, 28 through 30 says, "You shall make the poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold, so that with them the table may be carried. You shall make its dishes and pans and jars, and its bowls with which to pour drink offerings. You shall make them all of pure gold. You shall set the bread of the presence on the table before me at all times." Well, God designed the table of presence to hold 12 loaves of unleavened bread, representing the 12 tribes. Leviticus 24, 5 through 9 states, "Then you shall take fine flour and bake 12 cakes with it. 2/10 of an ephah shall be in each cake. You shall set them in 2 rows, 6 to a row, on the pure gold table before the Lord. You shall put pure frankincense on each row, that it may be a memorial portion for the bread, even an offering by fire to the Lord. Every Sabbath day he shall set it in order before the Lord continually. It is an everlasting covenant for the sons of Israel. It shall be for Aaron and his sons, and they shall eat it in a holy place, for it is most holy to him from whom the Lord's offering is by fire, his portion forever." Now this bread was a reminder of Israel's nature. There are 12 tribes, always before the Lord. It is there to remind the priests of several things. First, there are 12 loaves. They represent the whole of Israel. These loaves remind the priests that it is their responsibility to maintain that oneness in Israel. Second, they were replaced weekly. This represents the timelessness of God's promises throughout the century. Each week could represent the generations of Israel. As one generation passes, the next takes place. This too is everlasting. And finally, there's incense burning on the table. Now, incense generally represents a prayer or a covering. Here, it can represent both. God covers Israel as his chosen people, and Israel as a whole is to pray to God. Now, I'd like to deviate at this point to share today's unique nature. Armistice Day was declared a national holiday at the end of World War I. It was changed to Veterans Day after World War II. This is a day of remembrance. We remember and celebrate those men and women who have served in the armed forces. A tradition was that on the 11th day of the 11th month, at the 11th hour, the America would stop. Some held for 11 seconds, others for 11 minutes, to remember those who offered themselves for service to their country. This is a day of remembrance. Please remember these men and women who have served our country in war and peace. They gave of themselves so that we might enjoy this country and the freedoms it affords. This is not Memorial Day where we remember those who gave their lives. This is a day of celebrating those who gave some time out of their life to do something special. We as citizens of the United States must evaluate what service we are all to give to our country. Some cannot serve in the military because of health or other factors, but they still can serve. In addition, many organizations are looking for dedicated volunteers to serve others. But what is most important is that through our service, we can bring Christ to those who have no relationship with God. Through our witness, we can bring Christ to them and introduce them to Him. Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.